rather than VFR, which is
Well,
quite
I mean,
handy.
just like any flight plans in general, like having waypoints that like direct all the way to like the North or South Pole.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No.
I haven't seen that
No.
for a while, actually.
I
Yeah,
saw
I've
it the
been
other day.
Someone
having
had
that
it.
like
Someone had it
constantly
last
now.
time.
Like it doesn't matter like old flight plans, new flight plans, like if it's got a custom waypoint, it directs to the North or South Pole. Like it's so like all my flight plans are broken for some reason. Even when I make
Come
custom
on.
flight plans in little nav map and try to import them into the sim, they're all broke.
It's not broken, it's a feature.
It's a feature, yeah.
Come on, you
True.
want to see the world, right?
Yeah.
The flight plan.
There you go.
The flight plan takes the scenic route.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had
Just,
that the other day, Wolf. I tried the same thing you did, and everything I tried, it was just two lines going straight up into some place that I never even knew about. So yeah, I was having, mine won't work either.
Yeah, didn't we have that earlier in Expedition Earth, where one of the published flight plans definitely went to, I want to say somewhere like Queenstown in New Zealand or something. It was.
Oh
it was whack.
yeah.
But if you open up the flight plan, there was absolutely no reference to it anywhere.
Yeah.
Even the longs were all correct and everything. So.
I do remember that.
yeah, it's like for some reason it's like doesn't recognize lat long positions that are brought in from little nav map and stuff. So and there's no way to correct it. And some people say like, "Yep, I had to restart the plan or the sim like 4 or 5 times and it finally started working." I'm like, "Well, I don't have the patience to do that." So
Right.
Well,
like I'm not going to do that.
Wait for the next sim update. I'm sure they'll make it worse.
Yeah. Just like, come on.
Dark, I reckon you've died about 5 times already.
Yeah. And
10.
5 in the Caribou, 5 in the AN225.
It's annoying.
Just trying to make his new
I get
shiny
that.
planes look lived in.
I got the top of the hour. You guys want to go flying?
Yep.
Doc, you done goofed.
I just wait for this
What are you
huge
talking about?
airplane in front of me to go away, so I can actually get on the
Runway? We don't need no stinking runway.
We're planes. We don't need a runway.
Are we rolling?
Rolling.
Yep.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Geez, there is a bit of wind here, hey?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just a touch.
Just a touch of 21 knots on the tail.
You guys are flying live weather with all the rain.
Yeah.
For a bit.
Yep.
A bit.
It clears up once we get down to the coast. Well, up the coast a bit.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. Windy.
Oh, I can't wait to do this in C-130 Herculeses.
Yeah. Whenever they finish that frickin' thing. AK, you got some news?
Where are we going here?
Pretty quiet. I see there's a J model at the.
Yeah.
See,
I
Elvis
saw the
is-
J, which will be cool. That's where my uncle flew.
Yeah. I'm an H man.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're going to kick that off because I'm standing by with all the systems that have been uploaded to Discord. So we'll see.
I'm a
Okay.
C-130U guy.
You?
U.
What's a
That's
U?
it. A C-130.
C-130.
Oh.
We're,
Yeah.
we're like not following the flight plan?
We are.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yep. You have the flight plan?
I can't even see the flight plan, so I'm kind of borked.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna follow you guys then.
Yep.
243 degrees heading for now.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, live weather is not happening with this Kit Fox. That is not happening.
Yeah, it's hard enough in the Kodiak.
Yeah, it's just tossing all over the place. I'm not gonna deal with the gusts.
You guys should have bought bigger planes.
Bigger
the
planes
So,
cost
the
about as
Sobo
much
should
as
fix their Gust model, is what should happen.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
The
fair.
Caribou's not even twitching.
Which is weird, because the Caribou usually is twitching.
I'm getting thrown around a little bit.
Yeah,
It is
tiny little
moving.
shaking.
Thank
But
God for that.
it's not like wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yes, exactly.
That's the other Caribou. Oh yeah, there's 8.
Seems as if I have to be careful today because I can't switch off the crash damage because the assistance menu doesn't show up.
Same. Can't. I had to back out because I couldn't get my control profile set up different for
Why has that
helicopters.
happened?
Oh, that's been happening for the last couple months now. Something they did.
Oh.
You can't hit exit and go. I mean, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
I just checked, it works for me, so.
Yeah.
It works for me most of the time. I've had it once before, but I know if I leave the flight and then come back, it'll take me 10 minutes or so, so I'm gonna take the risk.
Yeah, I was able to pull mine up just now. I just hit escape and it came up, but when I first loaded in the airport, I couldn't get back to the control menu, so I had to restart.
Where are the generator switches in this plane? I always forget. I always turn them off and then my avionics will die.
The two red switches underneath your V speeds.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Not really. That's the wings stay on, wings fall off switches.
Sucker.
Got him.
Ejectocito! Wings gone.
Shortcut is Alt F4.
Yeah, always.
I have fallen for that exactly once in my life.
Forgot the thing had gear.
Oh, the troop jump alarm doesn't work, so I can just annoy myself this entire flight. Boo.
There's a guy glutton for punishment. Distractions, distractions.
Well, we could all be flying the Kit Fox and, you know, hit the horns.
True.
Is that still a thing?
Yes, unfortunately.
I don't know about you guys, I've just hit rain.
Yep.
Yep.
The windshield wipers that work in this thing.
Don't think so, okay.
No.
I modeled them, but they don't work. That's
I
something.
wouldn't even know where to look to turn them on.
No, I don't either.
It's usually like right near it, hey, because the motor's right there.
Yeah.
Whoa!
There's only maybe two
was that,
planes
GA?
that actually get rid of
Well,
water.
it actually works, and is it the Sting that has them,
Not sure.
or the Arrow?
Aren't they just didn't Jonks and them just do a replacement texture though for
Yeah, it's basically it just changes the water, the texture of the. It basically removes the water texture when they turn on.
Right. That's what I thought.
Are we doing touch and go here, runway 17? Or are we looking at the
Yep.
Hughes? Is there a Hughes here? I feel like it would be a missed opportunity for Microsoft if they add the Hughes and don't put the Hughes at the airport where the Hughes is at.
That's inside an absolutely massive hangar, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So,
Well, you'd hope the museum is at least modelled, hey.
you'd hope. They're gonna add
Okay,
one
alright,
here.
hang on. Something real weird here, alright?
Yeah.
If anyone's even remotely near me, is there a field right here with an absolute ton of buildings shoved into it? I'll active pause over the top of it, but it's an empty field with all these little shops and that shoved into it.
Yep, I see it.
It's like a shanty town or something.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Well, this
Yeah.
is Oregon, so
Very possible.
I guess like half the state's trying to secede to Idaho.
You're going to change that because I do not want to listen to it.
By the way, if you want to see something odd, go to Berlin and look at the POI for the Reichstag, and then compare that with a photo. There's not a lot of similarity there.
I thought you were going to finish that sentence. If you want to see something odd, just go to Berlin.
Look, they're trying their best, okay?
Hey, life would be boring if we were all the same, right?
Brandenburg Gate is okay, but the Reichstag, no, not quite.
So have we flown past the Hughes Museum yet?
We're landing.
Should be right at the airfield
Just
there.
landing now.
Oh right, it's actually here, is it?
Yep.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's according to the website that I saw. It's actually here.
Well,
But according to Asobo,
So
nah.
according to Sobo, not so much.
I'm not seeing any.
Not seeing any giant hangars.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a couple over here. Oh no, it's over the main road. You have to go up to the north and then across the road. If I can do a fast taxi over there. Oh shit, dead end. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, no,
Yeah, there's some-
yeet out.
There's some fairly large buildings here, yeah, to the.
Across the main road, did you say?
Yeah,
Across the main road.
over
Holy
here.
shit, they've got something monstrous parked out on the grass.
Probably that
on the satellite
747.
imagery.
Yeah, they got it. There's an Evergreen 747 they've turned into a partial water park, believe it or not.
What?
Oh shit! I know where we are. Okay.
Yeah, that's that 747 they
Yeah.
put out there.
Okay. Right on.
See an F-14.
Yeah.
Looks like a MiG-29 out there too, maybe.
F-15.
What's parked behind the 747? Is it B-17 or a B-29 or something like that?
It's only two engines, maybe?
Is it just two?
I think there are
That'd be a
four.
DC-3
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, is it?
It's probably a C6.
I have to look on Google Maps, maybe. Yeah. Is that Delta Dart? Maybe.
Looks like a B-52. And a B-17. Nope.
So, which building is the Hughes parked in? The biggest one? Surely, right?
Yeah, the picture that I saw had the Hughes in there, and they had a bunch of other airplanes kind of stacked around the wingtips and everything. So it's probably the biggest one would be my guess.
the one that's got the biggest outriggers on the
That's
building.
Alright, we book into the next point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point. Yeah. So would that be the aviator's version of the, what is it where they've got the designs like in the sand or in the side of the hills? Is that not hieroglyphics?
Oh, you're talking about down in, like Brazil
South
or South America and Peru.
Geoglyphs.
The
Yeah.
geoglyphs,
Yeah.
Nazca lines, yeah.
Petroglyphs, I think, is the other names I've heard. I don't really know.
I gotta follow you guys since my flight plan's all broke.
Yeah, I active paused for too long and now little nav map is broke. God damn it. It's so useless sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, use active pause from the toolbar and unpause from the toolbar. That's the only way little nav map will see it and carry on
Right.
working.
Okay.
Mind you, sometimes just restarting little nav map works as well.
Yeah, I'll do a circle and follow you guys.
You know, for such a big airplane, this thing doesn't like guzzle gas.
No, not really. I don't have to fill up.
It's
And
quite
last
fuel
week's
efficient. Yeah.
But it's not anything special though. Hey, like it glides pretty well, and it's just got basic
Yeah.
piston engines, right?
It's great. I love it. It's one of my new favorites for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's so good.
Kevine 88 in his F-18 has been sat at that altitude for about 3/4 of an hour now.
Do you think he's stuck? Does he need help?
That's not
Well-
Kevin from the Denali, is that Kevin? Remember how
No,
he
it's
sat on
Gary.
the mountain?
That's
Oh,
Gary.
that's right, Gary.
Kevin's his cousin.
Well, Kevin's at 31,000 feet, so
Kevin's
look at
been
you
searching
burn.
a long time for his brother.
We're gonna have to. Everybody's gonna have to install.
Also,
Oh,
y'all should
cloud breaking.
download, if you haven't already or not, and if you're still using Chrome, what are you doing? Download Opera GX, because I have 30 tabs open and Flight Sim is running just fine.
I haven't used
What
Chrome
sort of
in a long
psycho
time.
has 30 tabs open?
There's kind of cycle that has
Hello.
to download a bunch of shit before a flight, and it has
Yeah,
30 libraries to download as well.
I have a
Which
bunch of
browser-
tabs
Which
I
browser
read.
was that, Dragon?
It's called Opera GX. It's basically a browser for
Opera,
gamers,
yeah.
but I can like
Yeah, it's good.
limit my CPU and RAM that it uses. It's great.
Yeah, I use it for web dev stuff at work. I have 500 tabs open, and your coding IDE doesn't complain and go to sleep.
Yep.
So the Iditarod dog sled race starts this weekend, so for you adventurous folks, follow that trail. Take you a few days to get across the state of Alaska up to Nome. So it's in fact, in the channel that I've loaded a bunch of Alaska flight plans, I've included all of the legs for the Iditarod race. Race
You may
route.
want to chat with Kev. He did some custom scenery for the Iditarod stuff a couple of years ago, because I did a Bush League Legends thing up there, and he did some custom work up there, sceneries that you might be interested in.
Yeah, that the ones that I found, I linked to the Alaska. I think it's Alaska Your Way or something channel. So, but he did some great work on the sceneries up there. It's in fact, if it wasn't for him, there just wouldn't really be anything in that area of the state that would be really compatible to get into the backcountry. So yeah, he did an awesome job.
Dog sled simulator. That's what.
Right. Don't give Jonks and them guys any ideas.
I just want to give them the blimp idea and watch them run with it. I really want a blimp.
I'd be up for a blimp, definitely. I don't care about the balloon, but the blimp, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, something you can actually control. Hell yeah.
I'm getting slammed in here.
Wookie was another dude that did Alaska sceneries. He was doing some good ones, but I haven't seen him post anything in probably 6 months. And I don't know if he's even still on fs.to. I know Kev pulled all his stuff off there.
I have one day left to decide if I want to pull mine, I guess. Not technically, because they can still delete stuff, but... Or you can now.
Is it a change in policy for the site that's having folks...
Yeah, they made it... The first change was that you can't delete your stuff once it's uploaded. It's just there forever. You can't choose to take something down. And then people were livid, for good reason, And so they changed it to you can ask to have it removed, and it will be removed within 30 days, as long as it's not like a, you know, a something that other mods rely on, or I don't know,
like a library of
yeah,
traffic codes,
yeah.
masts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
They're like you can
That's pretty
control
much
it.
everything.
You can request to have it removed, and then we will review it, and it's not a. So
what's to stop them saying no?
Nothing.
It's too much damage. Oh,
Yeah.
what a bunch of idiots.
Well, that's the whole thing, and the thing is though they really went like their PR regarding the whole situation was just really bad. They're just kind of like, sucks to be you. This is the way it is, and it just the whole community just exploded around it.
It's such a good thing going.
And
people are just the worst.
Yeah, I mean, if they'd just been, if they'd had a little bit better PR around it, it probably wouldn't have been such a big deal. But
also the way they did it, they just like put the notice right on the site as soon as you got there, and it was like, hey, we changed things, and go screw yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it all started because who pulled their thing off first, and then it ended up coming back up.
The ATR.
Yeah, ATR. They removed their stuff, and then like a month or two later, it was back up on the site, but the ownership showed it was owned by FS.to.
Yeah, which was.
And he's like, no, that is not your property. And so that just exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then once they had this policy and had all the backlash, they then introduced a new policy where you can request for, and it's a case of, well, we don't trust you now, so because next week you can change the policy again.
Right.
So why would I come back? And in fact, when I logged in last night just to get some of these sceneries for today, it was like, hey, you've got until midnight tonight to re-upload your stuff again. Hell no.
Right.
Dark, you bastard! I thought you were in a caribou.
So there's, was it Flyaway Simulation or whatever? I think they're trying to kind of update their website to kind of deal with a lot of people that are trying to find a new home for their stuff. But I think a lot of the people are just can't be bothered because the problem with FS.to is it's too damn convenient. Like, say what you will about their policies and stuff, is that they have a really top-notch system for staying up to date with mods and things like that, and no one else has that right now, so everybody's like, oh,
nobody is that user-oriented,
right,
in .to.
And I don't like what they're doing either. I really don't, especially after the Got Friends team stood up for the community, and they're like, well, you guys are banned from FS.to now. So, like, that was
chicken shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I kind of felt like the community in general, there would be a big uproar initially, and then people would be like, well, I don't have any better options, and they'd go right back to it. But I don't know. Hopefully something else comes along.
Good options.
Well, there isn't right now, and that's the thing is that everybody can go their own way, and then you're back to the old,
Everyone's everywhere across the internet.
where you got 100 different sites.
Yeah.
And an account for each. Ugh.
Right, and it's a pain in the ass to keep track of all your mods and stuff that way, so. But the problem is, though, that a lot of the really good mods that were on FS.to, I think a lot of those devs pulled out. So, like Puffin's not on there anymore with We Love VFR. The ship traffic's not on there anymore.
Gone,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's something like MSF add-ons that at least will point you to new updates or something like that. So then, it's one thing to in the end, you just have to know that somebody has to point you where, and the rest is okay.
Right, and Yeah, it sucks. It really does.
I mean,
you know, you got stuff spread across multiple websites now.
the Sim Plaza, the pirating website, it actually
Oh God,
it points to the Got Friends website for all the freeware
does it really?
stuff. Yeah. To download all the freeware stuff that Got Friends does, it just points to their website.
That's too funny.
So Drunks is like, totally push traffic towards my site, guys. Like, I don't care.
That's too funny, dude.
Jesus, the size of this hangar.
I can see it from here.
Oh, Blimp Boulevard. This must be a blimp field then.
Yeah, that's the one they had. The Navy had a squadron over here that 8 blimps during the war. And,
Oh, wow.
It's
See,
I drove
blimps,
through there
blimps.
about 4 years ago, and that blimp was there. That hangar was huge. It was pretty impressive. Air station.
It's a great air museum.
What is it, Tillamook?
Tillamook?
Yeah.
It's like the ice cream, right?
Oh man, you get a chance to go through that facility. Yeah, you'll never look at a quart of ice cream the same way again.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ice cream and cheese.
Yeah.
What is that? Don't ever meet your heroes.
That is a big ass hangar. Did they custom build that? Is that a custom job?
It used a blimp hangar at one time, I think.
No. Like I mean in the sim.
You never know. Who knows?
Well, you can land on the roof.
Oh, is there a beluga parked out the back of it?
Yeah, there is.
Yes.
The Lockheed. Yeah.
There's one in real life.
Yep.
I
Oh,
think
this
this might
must
be
be a
a.
custom job then.
Yeah, I think this might be a.
Yeah, this is absolutely a. Yeah.
That's too funny.
Yeah, air museum. It's plastered on the other side. Yep. In massive writing.
There we go. God, that was annoying.
Did you park on the roof?
Yep.
I'm gonna try that.
It's big enough to get a Cody on it. Apparently, that's fine.
Like a caribou. Doctor?
Yep.
Well, if Cody can get there, Caribou definitely can.
I'm just hoping the space to land is wide enough.
Yeah, it's not that wide until you get onto the slope, but if you land what looks like a big row of metal sheet covers, which you'll sink into, you'll be on the actual roof.
Yeah. That's funny.
So I just to let everybody know I'm kind of back here a little bit. I just got word that my uncle passed away last night.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
dude.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah. He it was kind of expected. He'd been on hospice care for a while, and he went peacefully.
That's
blessing.
Good.
That's
at
all
least.
you can
All
ask
you can
for.
hope for, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, my mom
Yeah.
said my aunt is exhausted, so I can understand that.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine that. Yeah.
It sucks because it's the last of the brothers, the last of my grandmother's sons.
Yeah, it's tough, dude.
Yeah,
Feel good?
it is. I'll miss him, but he's in a better place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Air museum. Yeah, I just had my aunt pass away a few weeks ago. She was from dementia, and it had just been, a horrible disease for a number of years. As
It
they
is.
kind of slowly
Yeah.
slip away and start forgetting everybody. And so I mean, it's tough. But I mean, I had said my goodbyes like a year ago. When she didn't recognize me anymore. But
Yeah, we're
but
getting
yeah,
past
it's
with my grandma.
It sucks. Yeah, I know. He had lung cancer a while back, and it's kind of the emphysema and all that just kind of wore him away.
Yeah. I mean, it
It's
sucks,
tough.
but at the same time, it's it's a comfort to know that they're not hurting
You're not
anymore.
suffering in it.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're a smoker, quit.
Right.
Please.
Yep.
You know,
And if you're not, don't start.
don't start. Yeah.
The only thing I've ever smoked in my entire life was a cigar on my wedding day, and that is it. Never taken a single puff of a cigarette or anything like that. Never smoked pot.
I've only smoked once as well. It was one of those Swisher Sweets. I took one puff and I threw up.
Oh no.
Never did it again.
I had an expensive Cuban recommended to me for wedding day, and smoked that to completion without vomiting or anything like that, so I was quite proud. Got a few badass photos of me and my wife and our best man all having one. So yeah.
So when I first got on my first Coast Guard assignment on a 95-foot patrol boat southeast, of course it's like the new kid in the block, and there's a couple of bosun's mates there, and he goes, "Hey, you ever chew?"
Oh God.
I said, no. He said, "Here, try some of this." So I don't know, it was either Copenhagen or Skull. So I'm like, "Oh, this stuff's nasty." Well, then of course the other guy's like, "What are you chewing?" I said, "Copenhagen." He goes, that's shit. Here, try Skull." So then I tried it, and I was over the side puking. Of course, the boat's moving. I'm lightheaded. Yeah, so that was my chewing experience. Yeah, fellas, you keep that stuff in your back pocket. It's not for me.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Yeah.
Never done that. Never.
Does the chewing still give you like mouth cancer and all that?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My wife is a nurse, and she works on a floor that does a lot of like reconstructive surgeries and stuff like that, and she's my ex-brother-in-law was a chewer, and she was on him all the time. She's like, "Man, if you could meet the people that come to my floor who are missing like their whole upper palates and everything, and their jaws are gone and stuff from chewing for so many years." She's like, "You'd stop right now."
It's got to be a thing for the States, because like I can't even remember seeing it ever being sold in Australia. I've never seen anyone chew it in Australia. It's just not a thing over there.
Yeah, it's not a thing in the UK either. It's only the US, pretty much, I think.
It's the thing in northern Germany.
Yeah,
is it?
really?
Really?
Because in Germany it was, or in northern Germany it's because of the sailors. They brought it to northern Germany, so Hamburg and all these cities that have big harbors. So there's a sort of a tradition there for chewing tobacco.
Interesting.
Okay.
They probably got that from an AK.
That's interesting. Huh.
I vaped one time, and then I was like, I mean, I was already against vaping. I don't think I even inhaled. It was just to do like a vape trick. And I was like, well, that was stupid. I don't know why I did that.
Huh.
It didn't have nicotine in it. It was just the flavored one.
Wait, so you took up vaping to learn a vape trick? God, man, you won back your virginity.
No. I didn't. We were filming a YouTube video, and we had video. We were like taking it apart, turning it into a smoke machine, basically. And I was like, well, let's see if we can do the little knife hand tornado trick.
Huh.
Yeah, that's it. It was chocolate flavored. It was nasty as fuck.
Look, credit where credit's due. Like, my wife smoked, like consistently, then casually, but the nicotine vapes got her off cigarettes and got her off smoking altogether.
Same for me. One New Year's Day morning, I had a vape system all set up, and I'd tried it, and I'd found the right, effectively the nicotine equivalent of what I was smoking, and switched to that, and then just keep cutting down. And now I still do it out of habit, but without any nicotine.
Yep.
And actually, it was really easy to do it that way. I tried hundreds of, I tried bloody acupuncture. I tried a little earring thing they stick in your ear that you twiddle when you want to smoke. I tried cold turkey. I tried, even things that I don't believe actually would work, which is probably why they didn't work. And yeah, I tried all sorts for like 10 years, and then someone said, "Well, just vape on nicotine, and then that way you're not, it's much better." Well,
it's bad, but it's not.
Yeah, it's
worse.
nowhere near as, there aren't any carcinogens for starters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just try that. And yeah, 5 years later, I haven't had a cigarette since.
Yep.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
And it was easy.
Came back from Vietnam with a 2 to 3 pack a day of it, and I smoked like that from the time I was 20 till the time I was 35, and actually till the time I was 40, and I finally quit. Sitting in a doctor's office, clutching my chest, and having the doctor tell me, "Hey, you think this is fun? Wait till you have a heart attack. You know you're going to have one, right?" And I said, "Fuck this. What do I do?" He says, "You need to quit." I took a pack of cigarettes out of my pocket, threw them in the trash can, and said, "Now what?" So I went and had an angioplasty, and I, honest to God, I haven't smoked since.
What's that? What's it? That
What's
plastic?
Angioplasty is they go in through your femoral artery and go up, and they use I don't know what they do today, but they used to use
Like a balloon.
like a yeah, and they put it in there where your artery is occluded, and then they inflate the balloon, and it compresses the plaque against the artery, and lets your blood flow in.
Yep.
So
And they put a stent in.
yeah, I got my plast before the stent protocols were approved. I was in the test group, but I do the other saw, and I didn't get the stent. So, fortunately, it's held all these years and still keeps going. So.
Oh, that's good.
I tell kids all the time, "Damn, don't smoke, son. If you don't smoke, start, and if you smoke, quit now. The shit will get so slow you don't know it's killing you."
Yeah, I mean, they kind of got the PR on that wrong, really. What they should have done is, instead of, changing all the packets so that it had images of cancerous lungs and all the rest of it, they should have just said, "Listen, if you smoke too much, your dick falls off." Everyone would.
There you go.
Straight away, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, tell you what, Dan, being over here and seeing like cigarettes without the packaging, without like all the diseases and shit like that on it, is just so weird after seeing it like my entire life. So Australia has green packaging for every single type of cigarette, and a photo of something absolutely disgusting on every single brand, every single type of cigarette, and that's how they're sold. So I've never actually seen, it must have been when I was a kid, I've never actually seen cigarettes not looking like that until over here, and it's just so weird to see.
and then you go into North America and it's all, "Hey, look at our branding. How sexy is this? Start smoking."
And it's just so fucking expensive in Australia. Like, when I left, it was like
too.
40 to $50 a pack, which is just insane.
Holy Christ!
That's I don't know what that'd be in cheeseburger money, but Canadian.
You could.
Canadian, that's like $5 less. Like, for 40, $45. Cigarettes and booze are still apparently cheap across the border in the States, though, compared to Canada. So
At that price, you could quit smoking and take up flight simming.
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
With the money, is
your
it?
actual pilot's license.
Well, yeah,
Right.
flying lessons. Yeah, I put aside the money I spent on cigarettes, and I used to be like a Marlboro Red smoker as well, so I was, the outcome wasn't going to be good if I carried on. I put all the money that I was spending on that every week into a savings account, and you should see it now. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
So, Rex, I just ran it through a conversion. $45 Australian for a standard pack of cigarettes.
Holy Christ!
So it's $30 USD.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's probably about what it is now. Like $20 to $30 in the States.
So that really, so they've shot up as well. No more like $2 a pack or anything like that.
Nope.
Crazy amounts of money.
Jesus, what vice are they going to take away from me next?
It's pretty wild seeing all the pot shops over here. Like, there's literally one on every block in Toronto, and yeah, it's everyone's pretty chill for some weird reason.
Weird, right?
Yeah, I
Like the
still
soda,
don't understand
like
that
soda
policy
pop
there.
shops.
Fast is booming.
I mean, it's great business and all the rest of it, and everyone's
100%.
chill, but it's, you know, it's well linked to being gateway drug to harder stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I've had it a couple of times over here, like the gummy, like the sweet gummies that have like the CBD and the THC in it to sleep overnight. So like I'll finish work late at night, won't wind down till like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. I'll take one of these before, like half an hour before going to bed, and it just like chills you out a little bit, go to sleep. It's good.
See, when you're all wired and stuff, you should be flying. It relaxes you.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least this weather's cleared up now.
Yeah, that
Yes,
was
it has.
a nice transition.
Is live weather good again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone nice now.
Dan, I'm following you, and you're way ahead of me, and then I just look behind, and everyone else is way behind.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
I didn't
I'm doing
realise.
something wrong. It's fine. Let me throttle back.
At some point, we should harmonize airplanes again, so that
I mean, we're not
Yeah, we
super far,
should.
far behind you guys. We're all kind of grouped
That's
up.
right. It's just different strike groups.
bombs away.
So the end's going to soften up the field before the heavies come in.
Yeah. Get all my electronic countermeasures out.
Yeah. We'll
I watched a terrible film the other
we'll
day.
let you guys get the AA.
Yeah.
I feel so
Is it
heavy in my
fodder?
grammar right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched this terrible film called Flight of the Intruder.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not a terrible.
It's a terrible, by today's standards, a terrible film. But when it came out, it would have been amazing.
That was my dad's favorite movie. He worked on Intruders.
It's bad. It's good, but it's bad.
Incredible bad.
It's still waiting on my hard drive, so I have it, but I haven't watched it yet.
I mean, all the flight stuff's
Oh.
great. All the other story, you know, the love interest and all that is bullshit. It's like, oh, come on, get on with it.
It's like Top Gun from Wish.
Yeah, it is.
It's got Danny Glover in it
Yeah. And Mr. Defoe as well.
and Mr. Defoe. Yeah.
Have you guys seen Top Gun from France, Skyfighters? That was very cool, that one.
No.
Actually,
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I saw that. I've seen it in France. It was very fun, but French pilot lingo is very weird. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But most of the shots of the planes all flying and that they did the because the airspace over Paris on is like locked off. They had to actually wait till Bastille Day to shoot. It's yeah, very cool. It was something a bit different. It was like I think mid 2000s it came out, and was recommended to me by a guy I used to do 3D modeling work with who was French, and he's like, yeah, check this out if you like Top Gun. Yeah, watched it and was really surprised. It was cool.
Interesting. What is it?
Doctor Strangelove is still my favourite aviation film.
Oh my god.
there's always Iron Eagle. I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, don't be dissing Iron Eagle. That's
Iron Eagle 2.
Yeah.
And
It's
the-
like
the
picking on
sound-
the slow kid in class.
I mean, the soundtrack alone is worth it.
Hell yeah, King Cobra.
Oh, Hot Shots is where it's at.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the one with Nicolas Cage and the helicopters?
Firebirds.
Wings of Steel.
Yeah,
or something?
Firebirds. Firebirds is definitely worth it too.
I haven't seen that one. I like Nick Cage. I'll
It's a
have to watch
different
that.
title overseas, but in the U.S. it's called Firebirds.
Yeah.
I think in Germany it was called Wings of Steel. I don't know why why we substitute English titles with other English titles, but we do that a lot. I don't know why, but
Or wasn't Harry Potter changed because Yanks were dumb?
Yeah, probably.
Like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone to Sorcerer's Stone, just
Yeah.
for the States.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
Big rock off the coast over there.
The fog.
What was that Nick Cage movie? Sorry.
Firebirds.
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 It's kind of cammy, but
How old is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
campy.
1990.
yeah.
So like Nick Cage breakout
Oh,
role.
Tommy Lee Jones.
And
Yeah.
Tommy
Yeah.
Lee.
And Sean Young.
You guys seen the Netflix special with Nick Cage called The History of Swearing?
Yeah, how good is it?
Oh,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like halfway through it, but I love it.
Oh, and if you haven't watched that one he did with Pedro Pascal, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, it's absolutely worth a watch as well.
Yeah, I need to watch it as well.
He's got a new one coming out with Nick Holt where he's Dracula, and it's about
Yeah.
Nick Holt being his familiar. And
Renfield. Renfield.
Renfield, that's it. Yeah,
I saw
it
the
looks
trailer.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Looks so weird, but I think I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Gary's brother Kevin's still stuck up there.
God dang it, Kevin.
Kevin.
I've come to a stop, so see you guys catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want a good
Wait for
aviation
it.
film, it's Pushing Tin, John Cusack and
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's always Con
That's
Air.
about the B-25 pilot, isn't it?
Oh, legendary movie.
What's the one where Richard Dreyfuss and John Goodman are the firefighter guys in the B-26, the Marauder, and he's got a PBY, and Richard Dreyfuss comes over. The PBY, he's got an engine on fire, and Richard Dreyfuss comes over and dumps his slurry on top of the PBY to put the engine fire out. I'm like, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, it was.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's actually, it starts out pretty cool because there's a couple of guys in a boat fishing, and here comes one of the Canadian water bombers. So he's making a lake run, coming right at him, and these guys have to dive in the water because this big old 4-engine bird's coming over
Oh,
and
yeah.
pulling the water.
What was that? Was it, where was it? Was it in Australia? They had one of those firefighting 737s that went down, they belly
walked
landed
away.
and they walked away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, out
That was-
Western Australia.
Crazy.
Wow.
Wasn't there some weird thing about a scuba diver in full kit found in a forest after a forest
It
fire?
was,
Yeah,
it was
that
never
was.
confirmed. It was
Yeah.
it was a old wives' tale kind of thing.
Yeah,
Oh, it's one of those urban myth jobs.
Yeah,
I think I saw it on like 1,000 Ways to Die or something like that. And
Yeah.
like they're like it was never confirmed, but
Great
you know.
story.
a friend of a friend of a friend of his uncle's friend, told this dude that he found a scuba diver in a tree.
Well, it would make sense.
I mean, have you heard the stories of, I can't remember, it was Junkers in Australia. They were trying to fly across Australia in the Junkers, and it's just
Mhm.
insane story of them trying to use this plane, and it's a piece of garbage, and then they end up
Mhm.
crashing, and they try and fix the plane, and it's just so crazy. That is a
I
fine.
haven't heard that one.
That sounds a bit Flight of the Phoenix-y.
Yeah, so there's a podcast
That was
called
good.
It All Up that does
Yeah.
a history, so I'll find the episode of it, but
Mm.
it's a good listen.
No, come on. Flight of the Navigator is the best aviation.
Oh,
Oink oink, too many Twinkies. God, that movie was way ahead of its time for the special effects and stuff. I just saw a
Right.
thing on that not too long ago.
Yeah, God, the child actor in that went downhill. There's a doco of, life after Flight of the Navigator that's just come out, but he went to prison and all sorts of shit, drugs.
That was
Yeah.
like Sir Jessica Parker's like breakout role.
That's right. Yeah, it was.
I think that was, isn't that like kind of, well, that's like Haley Joel Osment too. Like he really went downhill after
Look
all
at
these.
Edmund Furlong, the guy from Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Yep. And the guy that played, or the kid that played the young Anakin in episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like all cracked
Yeah,
up.
because fucking Star Wars fans are pieces of shit and pretty much bullied him because of George Lucas.
Right. It's like I had nothing to do. It's like I didn't.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't write the damn script, dude.
Oh, that's right. Flight of the Navigator. Paul Rubin. Fucking Pee Wee Herman's the voice of Max.
Yeah.
Compliance.
Compliance.
Yeah, God, I can't remember. They had to do some really crazy stuff where it was basically that was like one of the first movies that really utilized like CG and stuff where oh God, I think the ship itself was a physical model or something like that where they had to like supplement the like they had a physical model for the ship, but then they had to like try and blend the CG with it too and everything, and it was like really complicated, like for like the computers to figure out all the models and stuff like that.
I've got it in front of me. It was the first film to use reflection mapping to create realistic reflections on a
That's
simulated
it.
chrome surface.
That's
Effects
it.
were rendered on the Foonly F1 computer before being matted onto the film print. Now get this, the computer did not have much storage space, so once one frame was mapped, the data was deleted to make way for the new frame.
Yep.
Oh Jesus.
wow.
Wow.
Yep.
You guys want to stop here for coffee and I think everybody's
Yeah.
almost down.
Sure.
Sound good?
Almost.
Yeah, I actually have to punch out, go do some errands.
Yeah, you can't go until Kevin lands.
Kevin, get your ass down here!
Stop dicking around at 31k. Get your ass down here.
Don't turn your engines off.
It's got to be out of fuel by now.
So, what do you guys say? Top of the hour or 5 after?
Top of the hours, fine.
Yeah.
5 after.
5
Five
after.
5 after.
All right.
I'll find that episode. It's really good. I love this podcast.
I swear they used that diver in the forest thing in one of the CSI shows too.
Oh, I'm sure they did. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Sounds like something out of Bones, I think. They always had these
Yeah.
weird cases.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. Engine is now in version 2. Cockpit model complete. Oh, cool. I think I'll take a look at the new PC-12.
There's a new PC-12.
The SWS beta models that we're working on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, guys.
Take it easy, man.
Have a good
Take care.
rest of the flight.
Cheers.
Catch you later.
Yep.
Ah, so it's about a Hans Bertram, German aviator who tried to fly around the world and then got stranded over the sparsely populated part of the Kimberley region of Western Australia and made a forced landing.
Huh.
And it's just an insane story.
Wow. That's crazy, dude.
I will share this episode of the podcast for anyone that wants to listen or watch. In the event
Nice.
chat.
Oh, man.
Or actually, I'll put it in vintage because it's a vintage aircraft.
There you go.
Hey, Dark, you switch out to the DC-6.
Yes.
Oh, makes a change. I actually see a DC-6.
Yes.
I see an Airbus.
Well, you don't have the DC-6, do you?
No,
That would be why.
Well, that's where you're going wrong.
Yeah, it's a really nice plane to fly.
It's beautiful.
I think I'm gonna pop over and look at the bridge real quick.
So we
Hopefully
found
it's modeled.
3 dead deer here, right next to Little Beaver Creek, which runs directly from East Palestine, Ohio. This one seems to be quite young. No obvious signs of attack by a predator, and no sign of bullet wounds either. These deer are all within 20 yards of each other, so I'm going to leave the camera rolling while I run to the other.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nice bridge.
Same thing here. Got a buck this time. No signs of attack by a predator. No signs of bullet wounds. Keep in mind, Little Beaver Creek, running directly from East Palestine. We're in a public park, and people kayak with their families down after launching in East Palestine. And then they exit right here. Little
This
Beaver
is a
Creek
nice
runs
bridge.
directly into the Ohio River.
Looks like
And here's
Deanne's
our
making a
curve.
beeline for it.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing again. Repeating myself.
Are we taking off? There's a bunch of people still on the ground.
Oh, we're just doing a
Yeah, just did a
doing a-
flyby.
flyby of the bridge over here.
Okay.
See how-
bridge con.
See how it's modeled. Looks
Well, you can fly under it.
like, oh, that's good. Looks like it's modeled pretty well. What do you think, Deanne?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Good road deck on it.
Yeah.
That's got to be called the Green Bridge, right?
Yeah. Yeah, nice job. I love the elevated approach to it.
Yeah, it's pretty neat, right?
I got 2 bridges.
All right, Rexpo, see if you can land on the road in between the trusses.
Is Tuna Melt part of this group?
I have 2 bridges there.
Not sure.
No. Okay, he's not airborne.
Sorry, Yeah, I'll get up. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm just dealing with something. Someone just texted me something stupid. It's just my family asking me questions when I'm flying. Like, what the hell?
Jesus.
Why are they gotta ask me questions?
Can't choose your family, unfortunately.
No.
Well, there's
And you-
always a divorce. I mean,
Yeah.
Except it's my parents.
Oh yeah, this will be good.
Hope you got your Gus lock off, Dark.
It's so funny. it's, it's so random. Like the place they put really detailed things in. Like this thing's even got the what I would assume is the toll stand for getting on the bridge.
Yeah. By the way, yeah, the girders will grab you if you're not careful.
Yeah, I saw you smack that. That is so funny. To be fair, your wingspan's a little bit wider than the bridge itself,
Yeah.
there, bud.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, like, out here, you're like, this bridge is really, really, really well done. And then you go fly around, like, New York, Boston area, and, like, the bridges are just horrendous.
Son of a bitch.
You get caught up there, Expo?
Yeah, there's two bridges there. There's one on top of the other.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why. Probably got conflict in my scenery or something.
What
I
just
got
happened?
under one and hit the other.
Yeah, you must, because I don't have any scenery here, and I've just got the one bridge.
We had the Astoria scenery that was,
Yeah, that might be.
that's probably it.
I'm guessing they came
It's
back
done.
and probably redid this in the last USA update. There's a weird conflict, like there's something going on here, because you can fly under it, but I'm getting a weird,
I've seen cars go under it, so.
well, I'm getting like a sound like I'm hitting the bridge, but I'm passing underneath it.
Weird audio there too.
Yep, it's definitely hitting something, like there's a bit of an out of bounds box there or something.
Yeah, I got under it once. The second time I hit one bridge or the other.
And I just saw DN just hop
Yeah,
up and then come back down.
Yeah, there's definitely a little, like, well, it feels like turbulence actually, but
Yeah. It's just,
it's not like the old days we used to fly under them and you'd get punted 90 degrees straight up.
Yeah. I actually had that happen flying under Sydney Harbor Bridge on Thursday.
yep.
Anyway,
To infinity and beyond.
That's a good airplane movie.
it's a good airplane movie.
It's more of a space film, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
If that's an airplane movie, I can also recommend The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek 2. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Star Trek 6 is my favorite.
Which one is that? Voyage Home?
Undiscovered Country.
Oh, Undiscovered Country.
I
Yeah.
like it, but I like the second one better. So I think the second is great, the sixth is great, also First Contact is great, the others are so-so.
It's like Indiana Jones movies. There's a good one, and there's a crappy one.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, the second one. Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones.
I did not I don't know if anybody's seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, but I did not realize that that was who that was in that movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he was in the Goonies.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, Goonies.
Chocolate.
Yeah, I did not realize that was him.
Yeah,
I
that
should
film-
have,
that
because he's
film
kind of
messed
kept the. What's
Yeah.
that?
That film messed with my head.
Which one's that? Oh, Everything Everywhere All at
in
Once.
one. Yeah.
I mean, it was interesting, but I couldn't get super invested in it.
No, same. Yeah.
I wanted to like it, but I could not get into it.
Yeah, for me that was like with Tenet. I think Tenet is totally overrated.
Well, here's the thing, and maybe it's just me being tinfoil hat too. Not that it wasn't a very good, that there wasn't a lot of good acting and stuff into it, but
Yeah,
I
didn't get
almost-
into it. just couldn't get
I almost feel like just because that it may have been partially due to all of the Asian American, well, just Asian general racism and things like that are happening in the last year or so, and this was one of those things that they gave to them, to the community as a whole. Like I said, it was okay, but I'm just like, I don't see it. Like where everybody's just like, this is the most amazing thing ever. I don't know, I just couldn't get into it.
I had the same issue with Black Panther. I mean, I liked it, but it was for me just another Marvel movie. I don't see why this was supposed to be so much better than other Marvel movies.
The first one?
I did like the second one.
I haven't seen the second one, but again, like when did Black Panther come out? Like that was
2018, maybe.
18.
I don't know. That's a guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was okay too, but
it was okay, but nothing special compared to other Marvel movies. I mean, I think they're all the same. They're very formulaic these days. So
right.
Just
yeah.
I mean, look at this. What was it? The 10 Rings thing. It's basically
yeah.
Black Panther in China.
Right.
I don't know. 10 Rings was okay. The one that I think was the dumbest movie ever was The Eternals. I think that was so dumb. They used an entire movie to set up one character.
Yep.
Kind of bumpy over here, Rexpo. What is that? 1.8? There's like a 20-knot headwind.
Oh.
Yep, 20 knots I got.
I'm coming in opposite traffic, so.
Yeah, I'm getting bumped all over the place here. It's a nice area though.
Yeah. Looks like I'm tickling the tail of the dragon. Oh no. Uh-oh. Nice job. That was so cool over the top.
Come on.
Holy crap. Trees here.
Yeah, it is a little windy. A little gusty.
There's a Concorde on my 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I saw that.
Evan's still up there too.
Won't he be disappointed when he went to bed putting that F-18 on autopilot and he hasn't moved it all night long.
You're right.
Accidentally hit the pause button as he stood up to walk away.
Right.
He's gonna wake up in the morning and go, yeah, I'm gonna be gone all the way around the planet. Yay.
Yeah. Concord 533 feet. What would be over there? Let's see, that is left, so he is. Where would he even be at? What is up there? I don't even see any. Let's see, is that? That's got to be Seattle up there, ain't it? Where he's at?
Yeah. Let's see.
No, that'd be. No, he should be more. He should be more the northeast. I'm not seeing. I don't know what the hell would even be up there that he would be. Maybe. There's no big airfields up there. At least straight that way. Huh. Weird.
Looks like they did a little bit of logging up here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely some areas of clear cutting. Although I think up here in Oregon and Washington, they're pretty good about going back in and reseeding the old logging areas.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. That they're almost, you know, it's kind of like, well, if you're going to take them, you need to replace them.
Yeah. But I think a lot of the old growth is gone at this point, so it's all. But yeah, I think they've been pretty good about going back in and. Although I don't know what the turnaround time is on certain areas, I would assume you'd need at least 20 or 30 years.
Yeah.
Isn't that Fire in the Sky? Didn't that happen up in Oregon? Is that where that happened?
I think so.
Arizona, I think.
No.
Northern Arizona.
I'd have to look it up. That movie freaked me out as a kid.
Is that the one with the UFO abduction?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in northern Arizona.
It's definitely going to be in the USA, though, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, we have a pilot called Dirty Horse for Life in F-18 at 3,000 feet.
Dirty Horse for Life. What?
Maybe he's going to go and check on Kevin.
That's gotta be a Steam install.
AC Butch.
Microsoft is pretty good about filtering names and stuff like that. It's hard to get names like that, but Steam, you can basically put anything in, they don't care.
Isn't it through a Microsoft account?
It is, and I don't know. So, well, I guess it does display your Microsoft name, doesn't it? Yeah, because there are some games where you can, oh, what the hell? It'll inject your Steam name, and Steam, you can keep your username, but you can set like a nickname, and so people will change their nicknames like all the time, and they can be just really bad. And it'll show up in game. Like, yeah, I don't know, some of these are like that Bo Humont over there. Like, I don't think you can have a space in your name, so I wonder if that's a Steam account. So I think all the Microsoft ones, they have to be all together. I just wish Asobo would filter out the number after your name.
Right.
Like, it's an option. Like, when they first introduced that system to where you could basically have any name you wanted, it would just assign a number. Like, you couldn't filter it out, and then Microsoft made it so through their API a developer could filter out that number sequence so it wouldn't display it. I'm surprised Asobo's not doing that.
Really? You're surprised?
A little bit.
They
Just because they work directly with Microsoft,
They still haven't fixed water.
well, there's a lot of things they haven't fixed.
I'm surprised that
It'd be
Asobo
easier
as
to
a-
name what they have fixed.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I'm surprised that Asobo as
Freeze.
a company is not able to handle special characters.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
snow line is showing up. I see.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
snow here.
just getting over it now.
GMOs. Oh, Concord's moving.
Hey, Wolf, check your 6.
Oh, I just saw you. I looked down at the radar there, and I was like, "Who is right behind me?"
I see this giant DC-6.
Yeah, I don't have the DC-6, unfortunately.
Oh, so what do I look like?
An A320.
Yeah, A320 to me.
Boo. Y'all need to get it.
Well, if you're passing out,
I'm not motivated enough.
Yeah,
I like the old planes. Don't get me wrong, but like, not enough to spend the money on it.
Oh, but it is so nice.
No, I agree. They did it from what I've seen, and they did a really nice job on it. I really wouldn't fly it enough to justify it. So
I've not flown it in forever, and I am literally ripping my engines apart this flight. So. Yep, there are my cylinder heads. Why are my cylinder heads so shot?
Congratulations, you just melted your cylinder heads. Well, what's the cruising speed of that?
A lot faster than what I'm going.
Well, that's yeah. I'm like, why are you burning up your engines then?
Oh yeah, they're toasted.
He's still climbing out. Yep, he must be going north.
Push.
A little gusty up here.
Yeah, a little bit. Right, clean out my scenery. I don't know. That shouldn't still be an issue. Did you fly all the way over there for that bridge, Dion?
Yep. Couldn't resist. Hey, are we on the Columbia River here? I think we are.
Yeah, that would be it.
I like it a little bit higher up where it starts to gorge up. That's good fun.
Mm-hmm. Get back on the flight plan a little bit here. Ooh.
Is there just like a regular compass in this thing? Because I think I messed up my compass.
Does it have like an offset that you can do on it?
It's got a compass in the center of the windshield, but it's hidden by the throttles.
Oh.
Center? Oh, yes, there is. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The old whiskey compass.
I just think it's funny that this compass is like sideways.
Western 420 is paused up there too. Otherwise, the longitude really holds altitude well. One of the two. We gotta do some more flying in that. Oh, it's all been redone.
Alright, now we're all correct again.
Ian, the bridge hunter down there.
Just the one so far.
And so there's another one just up the river there. Looks like there's two. But the one is quite a ways up there yet. I'm actually surprised that I can see him this far out. What the hell is that? What is that? Are those docks that, or what is that? It's really long docks. Huh?
The pier's been.
Is that what? Is that what it is? Piers?
It's like piers, well, stone piers being set by that marina mod.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wondered if that was it. Interesting.
I got to say that marina mod does a very good job of slapping marinas in places.
Yeah, yeah. I've been pretty happy with it so far. Like there's a good number of boats. Like there's some down right there, and then right along the bend there, along the inside of that island. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, if you can't get under this bridge, then you should hang up your flying goggles.
Hold my Jet A. Coming in.
Hold my 100 LL.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, another nice trellis bridge.
I wonder if those are actually there in the river, because they look like they're just like breakwaters. Like, are they? What
yeah,
are
they're like kind of breakwaters, maybe to build up sediment along the banks or something.
they? Maybe. Like, I'm just curious if they're actually there or not. I mean, they definitely look intentionally placed, like not just like they were just auto-gen dropped in there, but interesting. Oh, that's not a bridge, that's just a bunch of high tension wires. Okay.
Yeah, come a bit further along and then you'll see it.
That looks, God. There's a little airport just south of Sydney that we flew into yesterday, and it's just a spider web of high tension lines. Like I don't know what the guy's using for placing that stuff, but it's like the entire airport is just completely like inundated with wires. Like there's actually like almost no way to get into it. Like they're across the glide slope and over the tops of the runways and stuff like that. Like most dangerous airport ever.
They call it a fly trap.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh, by the way, there is definitely something below the bridge. There's some kind of
Their collision box there.
Yeah, it's definitely partial though. I only got a little kick as I went through.
Yeah, I saw you, and then I did the same, and I also saw I felt a little bit of bounce.
So you're saying you gotta go lower. Gotcha. I will try it.
I think I was pretty low already, but still.
That's funny. You underneath that, Deanna, it was like you took like an elevator up 100 feet and then back down again. It's like,
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. See, I'm just gonna skim underneath here. As close to the water as I want to get. Let's see what it does. Please don't kill me. Oh, jeez. Yeah. It's like tossed me around a little bit. Kind of had a little bit like sound of a collision noise, but...
Yeah, but you were pretty low because I saw you, and so I don't think it's reasonable.
Yeah. Smokestack.
So is the bridge a go or no go?
If you go low enough, you should be fine.
You can go there, but be advised that you will drop a little.
Yeah, you definitely buffer. More than usual under a bridge, I would say.
Good to know.
More than you should, yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean, Wolf. I just saw Dark do the same thing and he's doing
Yeah.
C6.
Yep.
I had no problems going through it.
Yeah, I wonder if that sound that I'm hearing is something that's built into the kit fox for certain.
No, I heard like a little rumble sound.
Did you kind of hear like a weird like? Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Me too in the gravel, so I think
Okay.
it's not the kit fox.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna have to switch out this weather again. I'm getting really frequent gusts.
Yeah, it sounded like wheels on the ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's change the weather out. Yeah, it's doing the weird thing again. There we go. Oh, so much better.
I'm stuck.
Well,
Oh,
what do you
no.
mean you're stuck.
I landed in the water and I'm stuck.
Oh no!
Use the Y key and then press F4.
Any key. Where's the any key?
I said Y key. Hit the yeet key
The
and then
yeet.
press and hold F4.
Don't hit Alt.
No.
I didn't say anything about alt. I just said,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, there we go.
Yep. There, now you've discovered the secret of the Y key.
Holy crap.
Where'd you go? Space?
Oh, no.
I'm in space.
Orbit. I'm in orbit.
Space!
I'm in space.
There's a new yeet key now as well. Can't remember what it's called. But you press and hold it, and it'll keep jumping you up in steps until to a sensible altitude. You can carry on flying.
So is 200,000 feet sensible?
Yeah, depends what you're in, I guess.
Depends on what you're in.
For Apollo 11, yes.
Yes. The F-16 is doing training today? They must be.
Still having trouble with the gravel on the ground, especially when taking off. Landing is okay, but taking off,
It's
very difficult to get up, keep her stable.
yeah. You
That's what she
basically
said.
just have to yeah. You basically just have to firewall it. I think he's got a little bit more work to do on it personally, but it just doesn't feel like it. I don't know. Again, like I said last week, I don't pretend to understand the forces at play, but I just don't think that when you're being really gentle with it, that it should just throw you into a ground loop immediately. You know.
Yeah, and it didn't do that in the past. I mean, it was. It usually you knew what it was doing before it was doing that. And
Right.
Now it's a little bit more random. I mean, once you're in the air, it's fine. Once you're landing, it's fine. It's really just a takeoff, which is weird.
Right. Yeah.
How dare he try and add realism?
I don't have a problem with taking off in the gravel unless I am taking off with a side wind, crosswind. If I fly straight into it, I don't have a problem.
Well, I mean, I've been flying with just presets recently because the gust model's just been so broken, but even flying with calm winds, like the only way I can take off in that thing is basically throwing the throttle at 75% and immediately getting the tail off the ground.
Yeah.
And then it's fine. But like if you try to ease into it and cruise down the runway, like it's like nope.
There was one time I went flying, and then I decided to go flying in the P40F in my hometown here. And as soon as I loaded in, my plane ripped off its parking spot and got flung into the air. By the time I got the plane started, I was still like being flown backwards in the air.
Are you getting one of those random like hurricane force wind Asobo deals where
once I got it running, I firewalled the throttle and my speed said I was doing 150 knots just to hover like a helicopter.
Yeah, that was like, let's see, probably 6 months ago or something like that, where you would randomly get like hurricane force winds like in certain locations.
No, that was like 2 EEs ago.
Yeah. So I remember doing some group flights and the whole flight would be fine. Then all of a sudden you get close to when the METAR would change, when you get right close to the airport, and then all of a sudden people are like flying backwards and stuff. You're like, what is going on?
Yeah, I remember when they put the METARs in, and I always fly out of St. Bart's just to have a giggle. And as it loaded in, it was gusting. I think it was 420 knots or something.
Yeah.
And as soon as I was loaded in, I was off the island. Put it that way.
Yep.
Upside
You're
down,
just like blowing around in the ocean.
like a leaf.
Yep.
I think that's climate change.
That's definitely
climate change. Asobo climate change.
Yeah. God.
Are you climbing to the moon, DN? Where are you going?
Mount St. Helens, baby.
Oh, right. What's the elevation of St. Helens?
Well, it was about 9,000 feet, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
Got a little bit short after that.
Just a touch. Just a touch. When did that blow? What year was that?
1980.
It was 80? I thought it was after.
Yeah,
I thought it was after 82.
no, it's 1980, I believe. I believe that's correct.
Yeah, I remember seeing it on the news as a kid, thinking, where the hell's that?
Right. Yeah, that was 2 years before I was born, so.
It was 2 years after I was born.
No, I just distinctly remember the images of all the trees felled, all lay down. I was thinking,
Well,
that must have been a bang. There's still strips of it now, isn't there?
Yeah, there's still lakes up here that are full of, I mean, rafts of trees and stuff up here.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't gone in and like collected all those.
They did a lot of them. They the stuff that was on dry land anyway.
Yeah.
They harvested a lot of trees that had been blown down. Because I was surprised. We were up there. God, it's been 10 years or more since we were up there. And I was surprised because the time I'd been up there before, there were still a lot of blown trees on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's...
My memory's failing me in my advanced years here. More like 20 years.
Yeah, at least I think that's correct, because I thought I looked at Google Maps not too long ago. I mean, within the last 2 years. And I remember seeing a lake or something that still had
Yeah.
a raft of trees on it.
Yeah, what's left of Spirit Lake.
That's what it was, Spirit Lake. Yeah.
Yeah, it got so much of that is mud that it would be hard to get to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was that old guy that was living right on the edge of Spirit Lake.
Harry Truman.
Yeah. They told him to get out, and he didn't.
He's like, nah, I'm good. God. Or there was that guy too. I was either in his car or on his motorcycle. And he was pretty close to it. They recovered the pictures, but he had
there was
acted away.
There was a photographer like on the opposite ridge that got caught in the blast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a government employee, as I recall.
Yeah.
And he was observing and photographing the mountain and stuff, and he just disappeared.
I think that's how we have the slow motion video of the mountain.
Yeah, I think it is.
disintegrating. That's how it is.
Yep. And he had enough time to pack it up and protect it enough for him to recover it. But it still had quite a bit of heat damage to the film.
Oh, I imagine.
So
Well,
I'm thinking,
The crate doesn't look very landable.
No.
yeah. That says, I was thinking maybe a direct beeline from the volcano up to Packwood. It's going to be hard pressed to be able to get Mount Adams in there. We got about 10 minutes left. And of course, there's always that. Deanne, you could do the honors maybe. Just call a dead stick. I mean, hey.
Well, there is always that risk.
Yeah, there is.
I'll wait until you guys get up here.
Fortunately, there's enough bald spots up here that we might be able to get down enough.
Yeah.
Well, the lakes are frozen, so you've always got those.
Headwind's killing me at 25 knots.
Ouch.
I don't know how well this thing will glide.
Well, you might find out.
I mean, she does glide all right. You'll be trying to stop it. Damn, should have bought a gravel.
Yeah, of course it'll take me like 20 minutes just to get the engines fired back up.
Nah, Control E. That's all you need.
That's it.
Oh,
Does that one actually fire up with Control E?
Not very well.
I was gonna say if it's anything like the 737, that's not gonna happen very well.
Shift Control E works pretty well though.
Is it?
Sometimes you have to hit it again for each engine.
Yeah, that's right. You do.
You notice that?
Yeah.
Which one is Spirit Lake? The one that's just to the immediate northeast of the.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
She ain't the prettiest of volcano after she blew her own side out.
Yep.
I think it's a pretty impressive.
Orvix had a scenery for P3 WA-79 Walter Sutton's private airstrip. And I used to fly out of there a lot and come fly around St. Helens in the J3 Cub from A2A.
What are we at here? 9,000?
I'm at 8,500.
You come up here in weather change and do a summertime flight. They did a good job with the colors and the. Kind of wonder if maybe they did a little bit more enhancement of the volcano, but it looked pretty nice.
Yeah, at least from here it looks like they've at least gone in and kind of cleaned up the sides and stuff, so there's not as many trees like you get on a lot of these volcanoes that are all the way at the top. Although I did see a mod on .to that goes and cleans up. It says all the volcanoes of the world. They've gone through it, cleaned them all up.
I think a lot of Alaska, they're like, hey, look, campfire at the top of the volcano.
Right. That's what I said, man. Everybody's gonna have to get camp out, and we're gonna have to put a campsite on the top of Denali for Gary when we get back up there.
That's true. That is true.
He's probably got a Starbucks franchise up there now.
Yeah, right. He's just been waiting for us this whole time. It's like someday they'll be back. They'll be back, and I'll be ready.
For a guy that's famous, he doesn't know it.
Yeah, right.
If you know that they will land.
He's got coffee, bagels, and lox.
Dragon, didn't you reach out to him?
Who?
Gary.
I did, yeah.
You never hear anything back now?
No.
I'm really surprised at how detailed the rim of this is. That's pretty crazy. Wow.
And they did a nice job with it.
Huh. Wow. Jeez, man. The lava dome grows again.
Yeah, it's erupted since the community too, a couple of times. Not seeing that.
See, now somebody, like what Puffin does, somebody needs to go in and put some steam vents all over that dome.
Yes, in volcanoes, all of them, for crying out loud.
That'd be really
Mauna
cool.
Loa, Mauna Kea,
I did try
St.
and do it last
Helens,
year.
Vesuvius,
Yeah,
Etna,
I tried it last year. but
Stromboli.
The performance here was just awful.
Even for like, 'cause I was gonna say, I've got all the smokestacks and stuff like that with I Love VFR, and they don't seem to really impact.
No, they don't
performance.
impact. But if you put these attach the visual effects to the ground, you need like 3 or 4 of them to make it thick enough to make it look impressive.
Gotcha.
And then multiply that by the number of vents you put in, and
Sure.
yeah. But I mean, things may have changed. I haven't looked at it in over a year or no.
I tried making, well, yeah, so I tried out where the Candonian Heights is. It's also the atomic, where they tested like the nukes.
Sure.
I tried making a smoking crater, and it was just like my CPU wanted to die before it looked good.
Yeah. I could see
Yeah.
that.
I mean, you could put 2 or 3 in, and it looks okay if you're very close.
Yeah.
Right.
But it doesn't look at all impressive as you approach.
I gotcha. Makes sense.
All right, Deanne. Anytime you're feeling frisky.
Yeah, I'm sure. I felt a misfire then. It's weird. Yeah. Oh, go on then.
All right.
Shift
Dead stick.
Control E.
There we go. Shift
Kill
Control E.
Well, looks like we're gonna land down here on the edge of Spirit.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was heading towards Mount Adams.
Shift Control E.
About to be that name about to be renewed for all the dead bush pilots. They're gonna crash into it.
For a novice flight planner, I got to go back to the drawing board, and I couldn't resist the coastal flight though. I was like, we got to go that way first.
It actually looks like along the shore there might actually be a bunch of logs before it disappears into water. Yeah, I think it is. Yep. I think that's what I'm seeing. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, there's a bunch of logs around the perimeter of Spirit.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it back to Spirit Lake, I don't think.
In the
I'm going to have to land on the south side.
You don't get to put your gear down, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There's not manually a way to put them down. They just don't work.
Oh no.
So you got to belly land it and make sure that you don't kill yourself. Because flaps and gear do not work. You glide, but
Oh yeah, we're good. Ooh. A little hard, but we got down. Oh man. Oh god. Can you imagine? Just looking back up the hill to the volcano there. Crazy.
Well, I found a clearing, but it was rough as a badger's ass. I'm dead. I'm dead. Don't even bother sending search and rescue.
He's one with the mountain now.
I am the mountain.
Ouch.
It looks so promising from 200 feet up, and then suddenly it's one of these like moonscape open field. Looks like moonscape.
You guys ever been to Pictures of the Moon in the sim?
No.
It's in Arco, Idaho.
Stall.
It looks decent from 120 feet.
Yeah, I wish they would go back and redo some of that area, like especially like Utah and whatnot. Like it's like, guys, oh my god. Like especially like the Arches area and stuff like that. It's just like criminally underdone.
I made it.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it's actually nice having a lake conveniently located.
And
I love how clearings turn into trees full of trees when you get close to them. Not so clear clearing.
Wow, yeah, look at all the logs. Wow.
Nope. We're dead. We're dead. We're so dead. This clearing was clear, I swear.
My Kodiak's dead. He won't fire up.
There weren't trees here before. Promise. Swear.
Looks like they've tinged the water. It's not blue. It's got a real kind of a gray brown look to it. Maybe that's the whole mud effect.
Well, maybe there isn't. Or what side of the lake was the big raft on? I know there's... Because I thought there was a big raft anyway, still in this lake. There's a lot around the perimeter, but maybe it was all the way down here on the north end. Yeah. The water's covering it, but yeah, you can see. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep, this is where all the trees are. Down here on this north end. So I'm gonna have to adjust the water level on here to see them all though.
Well, next week I'll make sure we can get to actually some pavement.
Are we stopping here?
Well, we dead stick. I got the top of the hour in case folks need to go.
I'm gonna fly to the end.
I've got a boating safety class I got to jump into here.
All
Because
right.
when you guys come up for a safety meeting, I don't want you guys to go out with just like a renegade Coast Guard guy. I mean, just saying. I got a reputation to it's like, gee, he can't even get the flight plan right in flight sim. We really want to go boating with him? Yeah. Yeah, don't feel obligated to stop. Heck, if you got the time and you got the beer.
I don't have the flight plan. It is gone now. Not that it was doing me any good before.
Only.
So I will look for Dragon.
I'll think Irish Flemish as well, so you can also follow me.
Copy.
All right, fellas. Sorry for the short end. I'll work on it. Get a better one next weekend.
All good, AJ.
It's okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, no worries.
You guys have a good week. Watch out for the weather. It's every day is different.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Keep your stick on the ice.
There you go.
Well, let's see. The next highest mountain is Mount Adams. If we fly that and then go north through Packwood. $55S, I believe it is.
Yep.
55 Sierra.
Very cool.
All right, gentlemen, have a good week.
Take it easy.
You too, bye-bye.
Bye.
Alright, you should start seeing me now that I'm climbing out of the valley.
Yeah, I see you. I got Waylon too. He said he's got the flight plan as well.
Yeah, sweet.
So
I've still got a flight plan, but you know the first rule of this.
right. It's like I don't know if I want to follow Dean.
No flight plans without first contact with the pilot.
Right, exactly.
Don't follow the pilot that crashed all of us into the ground.
I'm still trying to get my freaking motors to start.
Best of luck.
2.
Come on. I'm out. Hello.
Dragon, are you up?
Yeah.
Can you see us? Because I'm not seeing you. Oh no. I got you.
He's just north of us.
I took off from where you were sitting on the ground.
Yeah, I got you.
This Mount Adams is tall. 12,000.
Acute observation.
It's the big white thing over there.
Who the hell is messaging me? Until we have figured out where to stash these from. Yeah, no kidding, dude. We don't have kegs. Damn it. I swear to God.
Swear to God, man.
No, I just... Boss is texting me. I don't work on the weekends, bud. Did he text just me? I'd be really pissed if he did. No, he didn't. Not my problem.
Sounds like a you problem. Is
Yeah.
how you should answer it.
That's exactly what it is. Definitely a you problem. Now we're just going through some growing pains right now at the brewery, so it's people haven't quite figured out tank management and whatnot, so
Tank management. Just stick fuel and ammo in it, right?
yeah.
But you know what they say in the news, go for the leopard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or my favourite joke, 2 fish in a tank. Do you know how to drive this thing?
What's interesting is in German that the tank name is actually quite different. It's Leopard. It's not Leopard.
I've heard it like 3 different ways since they've been talking about sending him over to Ukraine, and it's just funny. Like only like 1 or 2 news agencies will actually get the name right.
Is that a NATOification of the actual name, do you think?
I think it's just English-speaking people being unable to use another language.
Yeah, that's probably more like it.
That's the safest bet. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably see it written down and go, oh, it's just like a tiger. It's another big cat, so it's a leopard.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, in writing, it's written exactly the same as in English. It's just the pronunciation that's different.
Oh, so it is leopard.
It is leopard, and it's just that in English it's pronounced leopard for some reason.
So a leopard in German, is that a leopard as in the big cat?
Yes.
So it's just pronunciation. Gotcha.
Yeah. German tanks, for some reason, have always been called named after cats. I don't know why.
Because they growl. Hurr.
Like the Tom
Helicopter.
Cat, which is also obviously not a tank. I mean,
It's a dump truck though.
IB Purple Drank. Oh, I love these names. So funny. SU-57. God. What's that say? Thirsty Neb. Wow.
Oh, Kevin's fallen out of the sky.
Did he finally?
Well, he's not there now.
Yeah, there we finally got far enough away from him. What is it, like 30 miles? No, it's got to be further than that. Because all those name tags over there got to be out of Seattle. So what's the distance here? I wonder if I can... No. If I had a little nav open, I could do that, but that's where all those name tags are up to the northwest.
Yeah, Seattle's probably getting on for 100 nautical miles. No, let's say 80 nautical miles, something like that.
At least that far, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this Delta Airlines ahead of us is veering off down to the south. His contrail's like, yo, let's turn. No, let's turn again. No, let's turn.
What was AK? You say he was having issues. What was he running? FS traffic or something?
Yeah, FS traffic. He was trying to apply an update, and it was just
Installer
getting
shield was
10%.
getting blocking or something, or not working.
Yeah,
I haven't bought that yet.
Yeah, I don't. It wasn't good when it launched. I know that. So I've been kind of holding off because FSLTL is good enough at the moment.
Yeah, I have problems with that one too. I just, it does weird stuff, and I think it's supposed to have no generics, and it shows generics.
Yeah, you got to go in and change the way that you can, the way you got to set it up and change
Yeah, I
it.
tweaked it every which way but loose.
It's
Yeah.
still showing you generics. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just the traffic system in general is just garbage in the sim. So the one thing I do like about FSLTL though is that they've changed the contrails so you can they go for a long ways now, just more realistic. But then you'll get like groups of like 20 planes that'll all spawn at the same time in the air, go in the same direction. You got any landable spots up there, do you?
Yeah, apart from the fact that all the terrain is now just popping in.
Oh,
It
no.
looks like a cheese grater. I'll try it anyway. Well, it wasn't pretty, but I'm down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, looking up at the terrain data here. Yeah, it's like looks like a bit of a moon field. Lots of little lakes around here too. Now, is this a volcano too?
Yes.
Is it?
There's actually a POI down here with a lava flow.
Need to
Yeah, Cascade Range is full of volcanoes.
Yeah. Need to have a shortcut to just turn on POIs. I don't run them normally.
Is there a way to do it through a flow?
I'm surprised there's not yet, to be honest with you. Of course, I haven't gone looking for it, but if I was going to add one, that's how I'd do it, just through flow. Now, I don't know if there's a shortcut, keyboard shortcut to do it. If there is, that'd be the way to bind it, I guess.
Just believe me.
Oh yeah, I see it down there.
Little low fuel warning.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's see here. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be
Sketch.
rather sketch, yeah.
There's a bit of a nasty downdraft over the top of this site. It's only 30 knots there. You'll be fine.
I think the play is to come at it from the north and kind of go uphill there, maybe. Maybe. Oh, there's a ledge though. There's a seam in it. Man, you have to be careful not to go into some of these like just straight down like cuts in the terrain here. Crater. They're
There's
not.
steps, there's cuts. The whole surface is like a freshly blown ski slope. It's nasty.
Yeah. Alright. Spin back around here. Dark's like, nope, I'm not doing any of that noise. Just...
No, I gotta get down on the ground because I gotta start getting ready for work here in like 8 minutes. So.
Oh jeez, look at all the seams. Oh my god, dude. Look at all the seams. Oh no. Oh, this is so bad.
That,
oh god.
It took me long enough to recover from that dead stick.
Oh Jesus. Oh my god. Wow.
Get it turned before you stop.
There we go.
Ah, you got it.
Yeah, I'm good. Oh jeez. Gotta be careful on the brakes. I was gonna go on the nose. Yeah, dude, this is horrible. It's... Oh. Just lost my engine.
Oh, I died.
I think the only reason I was able... Oh, jeez, am I out of gas? I don't think so. I think it's just some... Gotta give it more throttle. Actually, let's give the fuel pumps a go. There we go. Yeah, this is not safe. I think the only reason I was able to land on this was the new suspension for the... Oh god! Oh Jesus!
You died.
I died. Oh god. Yeah, I would have been better off trying to go uphill. Wow. Make sure that my... Okay, it's still tracking. Jeez. Yep. strongly assess avoiding that one.
Yeah, just 1 star on TripAdvisor for that one, I think.
Uh-huh.
Why is this airport X'd out? Oh boy.
You're fine. They fixed that. That's actually one of the things they did fix.
But it's what, snow covered?
No.
X'd out. It's got X's over the runway numbers on little nav map.
Oh,
That's
When-
because the runway's just a big trellis of X's. That's what that's for.
Used to crash at a desktop when you'd land on closed runways. That was
Right.
always fun. Like, what? Nope, where
Oh.
you're landing does not technically exist, so off you go.
Yeah, but you can fly anywhere.
Right, except there.
X. That's where we tell you not to.
Or the North Pole, or the South Pole.
Right, yeah. We don't talk about those places.
Left in the Twilight Zone down there.
Right?
Here, there be dragons.
Yeah. Just cruise around 40,000 feet, mind your own business, and then sheer face. You're like,
Blam.
what's going on?
Or you get really close, there's just like portals through the planet and everything. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody who I saw on one of the Reddits for is either on Flight Sim or Microsoft Flight Simulator, and somebody fell through one of the seams and was just falling through nothingness
Yeah.
under the
In
map. It's like, oh my god.
where's the carb air at in the Caribou? Does anyone know?
I do not know.
The what?
The carb.
Carb air.
What are okay? So what are de-ice boots? Anyone know?
That's for the wings.
For the wings, probably, yeah.
So I've got wing and tail de-icers, but I don't know what like boots are.
Basically, they're inflatable balloons. If you push a button, they inflate, and so the ice is removed from the surface of the wing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Generally, they're on leading edge
Yeah,
surfaces.
leading edge, aren't they? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get off this?
Interesting.
The yeah, good luck Rexpo. Like on the TBM, the boots are actually animated. You can see them flexing and stuff on the leading edge of the wings.
On the Cessna 310 as well.
Are they? Nice.
Ah, shit!
Yep.
He died.
He's dead.
Dead.
I landed. I just couldn't take off.
Yep. I think trying to take off uphill probably would have been the better option on that one.
Yeet. No, I couldn't even move.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a dangerous one with all the seams and stuff in the surface. It's just a grid of seams. That in the ground just being Swiss cheese in general, like a golf ball.
Yeah.
Well, F1 season starts today.
Boy.
It's been a long winter.
Never been much of an F1 guy. I like the
got
Yeah,
into
you're either into it or you're not. It's one of
Yeah.
those.
I like the
Just
more
watch
the
Drive to Survive on Netflix, and you'll get right into it.
yeah, I've heard people say that. No, I don't know. I'm just not.
What's really good is
Just-
the Netflix Full Swing that the people that did Drive to Survive did the PGA tour.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a great show. 100%.
Yeah, I'm more into like the endurance style racing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like that, but Sometimes you can get a little bit of that. Of course, they do run some, not like straight up IndyCar, but some stuff similar to that up here at Road America.
Yeah, we're hoping to get out to the Isle of Man TT either this year or next.
Jesus Christ, man.
Nuts.
Guys die every year. It's insane.
Yep.
Where's our final airport at here?
Covered in snow, it looks like.
Oh, you over the top of it? Okay.
Oh,
Runway
no.
is free. The runway is free. I'm just there.
Runway's clear.
Okay.
Copy.
Runway is clear.
I was just curious because I don't have the map up. No flight plan.
You got headings of 10 and
20. Oh, 20.
20.
Is it tucked into this valley here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copy. I got a bunch of clouds on my weather right now. Low lying. So this should be fun.
But be careful with the wind. It's very tricky here.
Oh, I'm not
at least
I'm not
this
running
year.
live, so
Okay.
I don't have
The
wind.
gravel was very hard to control on the approach.
Man, that 6 looks good. She pretty.
Pretty.
Pretty big. Like, you're sitting under my wing.
Yep. Free shade, man.
Slip this big bird, big caribou in. That works. That's how it works, right? Caribous slip really well.
Yes. It's kind of a cool valley. High lakes up here. Oh yeah, man. This is real nice. I've flown over this area a lot in tubes, but I haven't been down, like, actually cruising the valleys yet, so this is cool.
Look at the slip angle on that.
Oop, little off, little off, little off. Get on back. Get on back on that. Hey, yo.
Get on down there now.
Professional. Not bad. 157 feet per minute. I'll take it.
Okay, folks, I'm out. Till next week.
Yeah, have a good one.
Sweet.
Very
care.
nice flight. See you next time. Bye bye.
Wolf, have you got Rexpo with you?
That's a negative. We
Rexpo.
lost him back on the mountain, unfortunately.
No, I'm right behind you.
Thoughts and prayers.
Lots of prayers. We'll never forget you.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Because I'll fucking haunt you. Yeah, don't plan a big funeral or anything. You'll see me again.
You'll see me again. Always watching. We'll have Kev make the Rexpo Memorial Crater up there for you.
Memorial crater.
As long as it smokes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good
Craters
one.
that don't smoke just
Take it easy,
you know,
man.
Take care, Doc.
don't have the same charm.
Yeah. The eternally smoking crater. It's like the eternal flame.
Yeah, there you go. That kind of thing.
Oh yeah, this is nice. I like it. It's cool.
Really like this caribou. I wish I know how to use the. Is this the 750?
Hey, there's an airfield down there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same with any new plane, though. You go, how the hell do you fly this thing? And then next minute, someone asks you where some weird switch or breaker is, and you go, oh yeah, it's top left panel. You can't miss it, man. Why don't you know where it is?
Damn noob.
But I've never been able to figure out how to use the 550 or 530 or whatever this tiny little thing is. I don't know how to use it.
That's why I just
Just
switch them
because
off.
I've never taken the time to learn it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I give it any credit because of its size. I look at it and go, well, that's Mickey Mouse. I'll just hand fly.
They did a good job, but that's just because I spent so many years working with those panels.
I mean, hell, I'm still finding my way around the G1000, so.
Right.
Nice landing.
Thank you.
Even if you are a tail dragon Bonanza.
Yeah. Well,
in orange. Very 70s color scheme.
Listen, it's not my problem you don't have the Kit Fox.
Yeah, it's got to the point now, there are so many planes that I should have bought at the time that I didn't, that I can't decide on anything now. It's just too confusing. Too many choices.
Yeah, I mean, that I definitely relate to that for sure.
I already own more planes than I can possibly fly.
The Parallel 482 Kit Fox is one of the ones I'll always recommend to people, though, if they're looking for a tail dragger, just because it's, I mean, they've just done such a good job with it. It's really nice.
Yeah, I just want a hangar mode that when you fly, whatever aircraft you fly, you can have a formation of all the other aircraft in your hangar fly with you.
Wouldn't that be cool? It'd look like that 40th anniversary promo shot.
Yeah. I mean, there are utilities out there will spawn other aircraft in with you and follow you, but they're a bit ropey.
Yeah. I know GSX. I know. Jesus.
Arsony 69 is passing to our left.
Hey, this runway.
That seems
It
like
doesn't
that.
matter if I land on it or not, then, does it?
Yeah, it does. There
Come
shouldn't
on.
even really be a runway.
Get down there.
Nice.
Ooh. Even got it stopped.
Look at that. We're professionals here.
That's right.
It's like we've done it before.
I didn't even break my gear.
Yeah, my landing sucked. That was bouncy. Mind you, I did come in at about 190 knots off the valley.
Well,
That's your problem.
yep. About 100 extra knots on there.
Yeah.
Well, shoot.
All right,
Oh.
gentlemen.
Well, that was a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
guess,
it was.
I guess I better go and get some dinner and watch some TV. So,
Yeah.
yeah, have a good week, everyone.
Yeah, you too.